Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NBRV. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will anyways. Very crazy movement today, not only from the price action perspective, but you look down here at the volume and well above average volume on this one. So let's map out some areas of support and resistance. A pretty brutal day. It started off, with the gap down, and then, the price started to work its way back upwards. But after that point, the price essentially rolled itself back over. Again, interesting perspective right here where it was looking like maybe, just maybe, the price was trying to consolidate out, but then it broke to the downside of that little miniature channel. And, that was kind of all she wrote as the price bleeded the remainder of the day. But the final interesting part, and which kind of segues into what's interesting going into Thursday, is that during the final 30 minutes of the day, price did get what we would call in the world of candlestick charting, a nice little hammer candle. Now, a hammer candle does not mean it's a guarantee that the price is going to bounce, but it's also wouldn't be shocking if there is some sort of attempted bounce. So if there is a bounce, let's talk about a couple of areas of resistance. Initial area of resistance is going to be that former area of support, and that sits right there at $2.20, and that's just a basic rule in charting. When levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So in the very near term, 220 going to be that initial area. If the price can break up through 220, the next key level after that, right up there around $2.28, give or take a couple pennies. So keep an eye on those couple levels. If the price does manage to get back up above 228, I'm sure I'll be back to update the chart at that point in time. As far as levels of support are concerned, nothing fancy or complicated behind this at all other than the fact that the bleeding finally stopped today down there at 211. So for that reason and that reason alone, that is where you would consider support. If the price were to break down below 211, well, then that just clearly means that this is not any sort of bottom because, well, by default, that would imply that the price is now putting in new lows. So that is where, the 210, 211 mark is going to be important. But yeah, no doubt about it. Nice little hammer candle today after a pretty big beat down. So let's see if this thing can generate some sort of bounce or not. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.